Next up is our second place jumper. This is one of James Mullinger's absolute best friends. We're pleased to have here Mandy Lynn Donovan. Mandy is one of Nikki Payne's favorite comedians. She is the proud mother of 3 children, AJ, Ashton, and Addison. Mandy is also a dedicated volunteer and a fundraiser within our community, working with not-for-profits like Romero House, the Boys and Girls Club, the St. John Food Bank, one of our largest fundraisers, the United Way, and now to add to our list, First Steps. Thank you, Mandy, for all that you give back to our community. Additionally, what Mandy doesn't know is she thought we were inviting her here today for an episode of the St. John Bachelorette. So she showed up here today in her wedding dress. She's dressed, she's ready. If anyone is willing to take her on as their bride today, please come up to us after this show, send us a DM, and we'd love to get you guys in contact. She's also looking for a 4th child, so that's part of the package deal. So without any further delay, we'll send Mandy up to collect our second place prize. Is everyone feeling as fearful as us watching Mandy jump off this diving board in a legitimate wedding dress?
Okay, I'm gonna come along with you.
We've also had a couple of last-minute additions to the show. Mandy, can you please let our last-minute additions into the pool? Thank you so much for everyone who continued to purchase a ticket up to the very last minute of this event. I think it's been a while since James has had to undo a wedding dress. Just bear with us, folks. We will get her released from the dress.
Okay, we got it?
No, keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay, so, are you on? There we go. She's
There
out.
she is!
Okay. Careful tucking it.
Again, gentlemen, she's up for the taking
Good
at
luck.
the end of today's show, so please. And here we go. Okay, and now we have our grand prize winner, which will be collected by James Mullinger. It's my pleasure to announce James. To be honest, this is James' first time going off the tower, let alone going to any heights. James actually is truly afraid of heights, so part of the entertainment of today is that we get to see a comedian who does comedy and makes jokes to us for a living actually conquer his fear right in front of us and maybe laugh a little bit at him instead of with him for a change. So I'm very excited to see James go up. I think it's going to take him a little bit of time to get up there, but I'll hand this over to James and see how he's doing with everything.
Okay, I think you can all hear me now. I am feeling very dizzy. This is possibly the highest I have ever been in my life. Anyone that knows me will be able to back me up that I am too scared to climb a ladder at home. In fact, my wife has to do all of the light bulb changes. I'm feeling quite dizzy right now. I won't even sit at the front of the top of a theatre. I'm so scared of heights. But I will do anything for First Steps. I had the innate privilege of visiting First Steps yesterday, and I have an immense amount of respect for all of the wonderful people behind this incredible organization, but also the amazing women there and their beautiful children. I had the pleasure of meeting lots of them. In fact, I'm waving at lots of them right now. They are true heroes, and they were telling me how much they love learning in that environment. And sure enough, seeing that environment and the way that they learn is really, really quite remarkable. So I will do anything for First Steps, hence being here right now in the most terrifying position I've ever been in. So I will be about, you won't hear me after this because I'm taking my mic off, but here we go. Sincere thank you to Mallory and indeed everyone on the board and the fundraising committee and Joanne and everyone involved with First Steps, because sincerely what you do is amazing, and as I'm sure many of you watching will be aware of, St. John has the highest rate of teenage pregnancy in the country, and we need to look after our stars of tomorrow. So, and support them and guide them and give them the education that they all want, while also looking after their beautiful, beautiful children. And they are very beautiful children, as you can see, if you can see where I'm waving right now. Shout out also to my dear friend Nancy Creamer-Irwin, who just messaged me to say she has made a donation of $100 in honor of me doing this crazy stunt in honor of First Steps. So without further ado, I think I should just jump in, since only you at home can hear me. For everyone here right now, I just look completely mad. It looks like I'm talking into a tuxedo. So anyway, here we go. Seinfeld fluffy shirt. It's going to get a bit Mr. Bean now. Mr. Bean.
I have number 144, Christina Vale. Congratulations.
Congratulations so much, Christina. We will be in touch with you to claim your first prize. Before ending today's events, I would like to read a letter that a resident who lived at First Steps has prepared. A reminder of why we are here today doing this event. Once upon a time, there was a 16-year-old girl who thought she knew everything. She had been through so much already in her short life and had felt so grown up. She felt she was ready to bring a child into the world and raise him. But not alone. It takes a village to raise a child, she had been told. So she found her village. I was 16 years old when I found out I was pregnant. I was living in and out of group homes, moved around and lost in the system. A troubled child was my label. Troubled I was. I did not feel I was a child anymore. I was now bringing one into the world. Although I was legally a ward to the government, I still kept in very close contact with my biological family. So being 16 and not understanding what it truly meant to be a mother, I was bursting with excitement when I told my father. I did not understand the heartbroken look in his face. My father and my mother begged me to reconsider my choice of keeping the baby. They told me all of my options. When they realized that their troubled child had made up their mind, they told me they would support my decision, but that I was unable to live with them. I was living at an emergency care unit while they looked for a place that would take me in. But being 16, a girl, and pregnant, and I'd already have gone from foster home to foster home, it was taking a long time. My belly had popped when my social worker had come to visit with me. She had found me a home. It was a home for young mothers in need of a safe place to live. She called it First Steps. When I walked into First Steps, I felt safe. A staff member happily led me to her office. She first asked me if I was okay. No one had ever asked me that before. She explained to me I had choices, and no matter what, they would support me in whatever I chose. She told me I could live there, and I felt supported for the first time. I decided to stick to my first choice, and I gave birth in December to my son Cameron. At First Steps, I had everything I needed, and so did my son. I was prepared. First Steps not only provided me with the materials of being a new mom, they made sure I took prenatal course. There I was able to observe other young mothers giving care to their newborn babies. What I learned you cannot read from a book, and I felt ready. Coming home, I had suffered from postpartum depression, and First Steps was there to help me. They got me through it, helping me with Cameron, making sure I was getting enough sleep, checking in on me, making sure I had books and transportation to the doctors, counseling, and to the hospital as needed. Each staff member played a key role in helping me raise my son and making sure I was okay as well. Being 16 and pregnant, I did what a lot of teens do. I dropped out of school. I loved being a mom, but I missed being a student. I always loved school. It had been an escape for me. First Steps enrolled me into their school, the Dr. Christine Davies Education Center, where I could attend right there in my home and have my son go to their on-site daycare upstairs and graduate with a diploma from St. Malachy's High School. 1 year later, I received my diploma and enrolled into university with high honors and a scholarship. I'm looking forward to what life has in store for us. Thank you so much to First Steps and all of you've done. A story like this really just comes to show us why we need the continued support within our community. And without our community and that support, we couldn't have First Steps and offer the programs that we are continuously offering. So thank you so much for that. I wanted to call up Marianne Ketchum, our board chair, to say a few words.
Thank you, Mallory. Excuse me, it's my pleasure this afternoon to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of you for your generous purchase of tickets for our first Lucky Duck Slide and Dive. We're just extremely appreciative, and I wanted to tell you that. In particular, I wanted to thank the Canada Games Aquatic Centre for donating this beautiful pool for our dive today, our mayors for attending, James Mullinger and the other divers for so generously donating their time, Csaba and Tyler for the technical support today, our fundraising committee for all of the efforts that they have put into this, and certainly, last but not least, our executive director, Mallory Kerwin, for all of the work that she has also done in helping us put this event together. Thank you again. We're most appreciative of everything, every contribution, and we look forward to maybe you helping us in the future with some of our fundraising events. Thank you.
Thank you, Marianne. Thank you so much to Marianne Ketchum. I want to give one last thank you to all of our divers. James Mullinger, you can show James your support by buying tickets to his upcoming shows, ordering his DVDs off Amazon, and also picking up a copy of Edit Magazine. Thank you again to the amazing behind-the-scenes crew, and of course to the community of St. John. This was a great way to spend a Wednesday afternoon, and we're wishing everyone safe and happy holiday season.
And may we give a big round of applause to Mallory for everything she does and for doing an amazing job hosting today's event.
Thank you so much, James.
And go online. If you are watching this now and want to support more, go to First Steps. You can donate very easily. Lots of people are messaging me saying that they've been doing that throughout the show, but please go and do it. These are some of the amazing people over there who you will be helping. They are learning. They are getting to bring up their children while learning and having an incredible environment to do it in. So thank you for all that you do. Thank you to the board. Thank you to all the mayors for giving up their time, and thank you for having us here at the Aquatic Centre. Give it up for Mallory and everyone at First Steps.
Thank you so much. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll talk soon.